Think choosing what to wear on a plane is just a matter of style? Think again. What you wear can literally turn your flight into hell. And I'm not exaggerating. Some outfits can trap you in your seat, while others can actually put your life in danger. Imagine the scene. You've just settled into your seat on the plane, and already your feet are killing you. Your clothes are starting to feel tight. You're having trouble breathing, and worst of all, if there were an emergency right now, your outfit could prevent you from escaping quickly. Does that seem impossible? Stay tuned, because I'm going to reveal the 8 clothing mistakes that can ruin your trip, and even more. The first mistake 90% of travelers make? Wearing light-colored clothing. You know that moment when you're sipping your coffee and suddenly the plane shakes a little? That little bit of turbulence is enough to turn your drink into a projectile. And guess where it lands? On your beautiful white shirt. In the confined space of the plane, there's no way to avoid it. The problem is that you have no way to change. You'll spend the next few hours with that stain in plain sight, desperately trying to hide it. Some stains will never come out, especially on delicate fabrics. My advice? Opt for dark colors: black, navy blue, dark gray. These colors are your best allies for stress-free travel. But that's just the beginning. Now let's talk about those long dresses and loose skirts that some people think are comfortable for traveling. Big mistake. As soon as you get on the plane, the nightmare begins. The space is so limited that every movement becomes a challenge. Trying to sit down, your skirt gets caught in the armrest. Want to get something out of the overhead compartment? The fabric gets caught on everything. And don't even get me started on airplane bathrooms. Navigating this tiny space in a long dress is a feat in itself. Not to mention that if you have to go up or down the stairs of the plane, a gust of wind can put you in a very embarrassing situation. The solution? Choose fitted, mid-length clothes that don't drag or catch on anything. Your trip will be infinitely more enjoyable. Mistake number 3, thick coats. You think you're protecting yourself from the cold, but in reality, you're creating a huge problem. In the already confined space of the plane, that bulky coat makes you look like a bear in a cage. You can't move properly, and if you take it off, where do you put it? It's in the way on your lap. In the overhead compartment, it takes up all the space. The worst part? The temperature in the plane is constantly changing. You spend your time taking it off and putting it back on, which quickly becomes annoying. And if your coat is too thick, it can even make it difficult to fasten your seatbelt. Instead, opt for several light layers that you can easily adjust. Fourth pitfall, tight turtlenecks. At first, they seem comfortable, but after a few hours, they're hell. The feeling of being strangled around your neck becomes unbearable. You pull on the collar, you wriggle around, but nothing works. And with the pressure changes during the flight, your body can swell slightly, making all your tight clothes even more uncomfortable. What's more, planes have unpredictable temperatures. One minute it's freezing, the next you're too hot. With a turtleneck, it's impossible to adjust quickly. Instead, opt for open collars and a light scarf if you're cold. The 5th major mistake, tight clothing around the waist. Tight belts, tight pants, fitted skirts. Anything that compresses your abdomen becomes a nightmare in flight. Why? Because changes in pressure cause your body to swell. What was bearable on the ground becomes painful at altitude. You end up with difficulty breathing, reflux, and a feeling of constant pressure. And it's impossible to discreetly loosen your belt without causing embarrassment. Choose clothes with elastic waistbands or soft fabrics that move with your body. Deadly pitfall. Number 6, high heels and stiff shoes. Think you'll arrive at your destination looking elegant. Think again. Your feet will swell during the flight, making any stiff shoes excruciatingly painful. And what if there's an emergency evacuation? These shoes could prevent you from escaping quickly. Flight attendants are instructed to remove their heels in an emergency. You may even have to leave them on the evacuation slide. Not to mention the long walks through airports, stairs, connecting flights. Your feet will thank you if you choose comfortable shoes with flexible soles. Mistake number 7, skinny jeans. They may look great in the mirror, but on a plane, they become your worst enemy. It's impossible to sit comfortably, stand up easily, or even go to the bathroom without struggling. The stiff fabric marks your skin, restricts circulation, and makes every movement painful. Opt for loose-fitting pants, stretchy leggings, or jeans with elastane. You'll be so much more comfortable. The eighth and final mistake, and the most dangerous, is flammable synthetic fabrics. Polyester, nylon, acrylic. These materials are everywhere, but they hide a terrifying secret. In the event of a fire, they don't just burn, they melt onto your skin, causing excruciating burns. In an airplane, with all the electrical equipment, there is a risk of overheating or short circuits. These fabrics can ignite in seconds and stick to your body. Unlike cotton or wool, which burn more slowly and form a protective layer, synthetics become deadly. Choose natural fabrics or fire-retardant technical blends. Your safety is priceless. Now you know everything. No more trips to hell, no more regrets mid-flight. Choose your clothes wisely and transform your next flying experience. Tell me in the comments, which of these mistakes shocked you the most? And above all, subscribe so you don't miss any of my travel tips that could save your life.